Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Jenny here, the Uncrafty Crafter. We are doing a little whip and chat today. So it is Thursday and it is almost the weekend. Sorry about me turning this light pad off and on. I might have to turn it back on here in a little bit. I think it looks better lighting wise without it on. But if I get to where I can't see it well, then I will have to turn it back on, fellers. That's just the way it is. So anyway, hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I know I've sure had a fantastic day. Took a little nappy nap today. That's always makes for a fantastic day, right? Hope you all are having good week, good weather, not too hot, not too cold where you're at. So, I mean, it is, you know, the middle of June, so hoping everybody has good, decent weather. Oh, back to my little nappy nap real quick. Is there not anything better than when it's like middle of the day and you're like, a nap sounds so good, and you go cover up in your comfy bed and you have on a thick heavy blanket, but the fans are right on you. Like I have a ceiling fan and then a little fan on my nightstand that I keep like blowing right in the direction of my face. And I love it. I sleep so good when that fan is on. I sleep with the fans on even if it's 20 below zero outside. I could care less what the temperature is. The fan's got to be on. I could be freezing to death, have 15 layers of clothes on, and I still have to have that fan on. Oh well, that's the way I roll. So since this is a whip and chat, I invite you to pull out whatever you're working on, whether it's a diamond painting or some other crafty project that you have going on. Get something to drink. I've got a little bit of water here in my big giant cup with a metal straw. I use a metal straw. But I've got some water in it with a little bit of peppermint oil. I know that sounds weird. I use essential oils and I put a little drop of peppermint in my ice water and I love it. Sometimes I'll use tangerine oil. But yeah, peppermint is really good for digestion. It's really good for a lot of things. Really good for seasonal allergies and stuff. So, of course, I use it. And I know that some people are like, oh, but you're not supposed to eat or drink essential oils. But that's not true. I mean, it is true if you use something that's not pure oil. But if you have pure essential oils, yes, you can take them internally, and I do, and I have for many years. So the whip and chat though, what I am working on is well, I have not unboxed this yet on the channel. I plan on doing that soon, so I'm trying to not show too much of it. I think you can see these are like little kitty faces, but yeah, you'll be seeing an unboxing of that coming up probably this next week. It is a square kit. I had been craving a square kit. I'm not seeing any more K's. I think I may have got them all, or almost all of them, but I had just done so many rounds lately that I'm like, I want to work on a square. And I had done a hurricane square painting a long time ago, and I loved it at first, but then once I got over halfway through with it, I realized I was having popping drill issues. So then I was like, okay, I'm not fooling with that anymore. And so I was scared to do squares for a while. But yeah, I got to where I was craving a square. So that's what I'm working on right now. So far, so good. We'll see. Once I get a little bit further, we'll see how it's going. But so far, so good. Tell me what you're working on in the comments. What project are you working on? I would love to know. I always like to get like what everybody else works on, because you never know, it might like make me want to try something new, get a different canvas, try something different. I'm always up for a challenge, you know. So I think that that is fun to find out what everybody else works on, because it gives you just different ideas. This is not wanting to let go of that drill. Trying something new in my multi-placer, trying to get used to using it. So, but anyway, yeah, I've been craving a square for a good long little bit, and I like the challenge of them. I think they're just fun to work on. I mean, it's a little more tedious, a little more time consuming, you know, because you can't just plop them down like you do rounds. With rounds, it doesn't matter. You just get them on the canvas and you're pretty much good to go. But with squares, you have to be a little bit more precise with placement, and you kind of have to be a little bit more cautious with the actual drills that you're using, because you don't want to let any trashy drills down on the canvas, or otherwise you might end up with some that don't fit right. Because with squares, you tend to get little extra bits that you don't want, and that can be annoying. That's a fact. That can be super annoying. But heads up, if you didn't already know, or in case you forgot, this weekend, this Sunday, is Father's Day. Wah, wah, wah. So, what are your plans? Or are you like, oh crap, I forgot it was Father's Day this weekend? Because honestly, I had to Google it. I was like, because my husband's birthday just passed on the 10th. And I know that Father's Day is like not far after his birthday, but I never can remember exactly. So I had to like look it up on Google, and yeah, it's this weekend. So as far as I know, I haven't made any plans for him. We're still kind of playing the play it safe game and not having like a lot of like social gatherings, I guess you could say. Yeah, I'm still like, stay away from me, don't come around me. But I don't know. We don't usually do anything big for Father's Day anyway. So I don't know what we'll do for sure yet. I'm not really sure. But we'll figure it out. We'll figure something out. And I'm sure that I'll have something sweet from the kids, like something homemade, like a little homemade card or something like that. Those are always fun, I think. I liked making them when I was a kid. You know, I thought that was the best thing, was making my dad something for Father's Day and seeing the look on his face. And then now that I'm an adult, older, and I know that he's like, oh yeah, honey, I love that, whatever it was. I mean, they do love it, but now that we're older, in the back of their head, they're like, oh my God, I don't need another wrench. I don't need another tie. I don't need another homemade card to stick in a drawer somewhere, but you can't even tell what the drawing is, but I think they're sweet. And I think that's probably what we're going to do. I'm going to do this color next. We'll probably just do a little cookout with just us. Maybe have my brother-in-law and my sister come over for a little bit. Just do a little bitty cookout. If the weather is going to be nice. I don't even know what the weather's supposed to be like this weekend, but we haven't done a cookout with family yet this year, so that would be neat, especially if I keep it small. Just keep, like I said, my sister and her husband, and that would be about it. Maybe one other friend of ours that we haven't got to see very much lately. Have him come out and eat with us. That would be fun, I think. I'm hankering for some burgers and dogs on the grill anyway. Like, we've been having burgers lately, but just like skillet burgers, nothing off the grill. And there's nothing better than a grilled burger and a burn up hot dog. I love like burnt hot dogs on the grill. Do you like your hot dogs like that? Or do you like them like not burnt? I like mine like blackened almost. I'm that way with marshmallows too. Like if we have like a marshmallow roast, I will have mine black. But they're perfect. They're like kind of crunchy and crispy on the outside and soft and gooey on the inside. Yum. Those are the best. In my opinion, best way to eat a marshmallow. And I like my hot dogs like that too. Honestly, I even like my burgers a little bit burnt like that. Not like I do my hot dogs, but yeah, a little bit like burnt, charred. Come on, Drill, get off there. There we go. Yeah, the stuff that I'm using right now is going to take a little bit of time to get used to. We'll see how this goes. I'm kind of testing it out, testing the waters a little bit before I share my opinion on it. Okay. I have some more of the color over there. Still have some right here. How did I miss those? I was just working right there. Yeah, this stuff don't want to let loose nicely. the squares in this kit are coming together pretty nicely. I'm surprised. Now, I'm going to knock on wood because you never know here whenever I get up this way and up here. Oh, that's usually when you start having popping issues because everything's fitting together. Throw your pen, Jenny. Get rid of your anger and resentment towards whatever you're angering and resenting. No more of these here. Not using the light pad makes it worse for me to not see good. I'm used to my light pad, but I don't want you to not see the canvas good. Turn that on and sometimes it's like, oh, so bright. Oh, something else that we've got coming up that I'm excited about is, well, my cousin, I've talked about her before, my cousin who is my like BFF. Her son is getting married soon. Can't remember the exact date. It's coming up soon though. But anyway, they're having for her it's a palette painting party. You've been to those or seen those, you know, where you get together and you paint those palettes with cute little sayings or like your last name, and they look all like farmhouse-ish, which I love farmhouse decor anyway. That's like how my house is all farmhouse decorations. And they're having a palette painting party, and so that is coming up, I think the end of this month, so pretty soon, and I'm excited about that. I picked out a cute little saying. I'll have to show it to you whenever it's done. But yeah, it's super sweet. It's I think the palette size that I chose was like a 24-inch by 24-inch square. And it says, the saying that I picked out says, shoot, I don't want to mess this up. How does it go? It's on my phone, so I can't look at it because I'm recording with my phone right now. Hang on, let me think. It says something about like, when feathers appear, loved ones are near, or something like that. I think that's what it says. When feathers appear, loved ones are near. And I saw that like on Pinterest maybe. I was looking for different ideas for palette painting ideas, you know. And I saw that one and I was like, oh, that's so cool. Because see, there's like this little... So just a backstory. My dad always, like all my life, my dad passed away a few years ago, but all my life, he talked on a CB radio. And then later on in his life, he ended up getting his ham operator license. So, but... the whole time that he was talking on CB radio since I was little bitty, his handle was Chicken George. I don't really know why his name isn't even George. His name is Ed. But they called him Chicken George. Or that was his handle. And so, you know, I mean, he would collect things off and on through the years that looked like a chicken or things like that. And then, after he passed away, it was so strange because me and my two sisters and my brother and random friends and family also kept coming across random feathers that would be like in random places, like where you never seen feathers before. You would see a feather here, a feather there. I'd find one taking my little boy out to the school bus. One day, whenever, this is a true story, one day whenever I was pregnant with my little girl, who's a year old now, when I was pregnant with her, there was an issue at the OB doctor appointment that I was at, where they couldn't find her heartbeat. So, you know, instantly I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, something's wrong, you know. You think the worst thing. And so they sent me straight over to the hospital. I can't remember if they sent me to the hospital or if it was a hospital over across the way. But anyway, I remember now. They were going to send me to the hospital next door where his doctor's office was at, where I was being seen by my baby doctor. And they couldn't get me in for a ultrasound that day, which is crazy to me. I'm like, if this is an emergency, can't they work you in? So they ended up making me an appointment at a neighboring hospital, but it was for like 2 or 3 hours later. So we were just hanging around. We went, you know, got something to eat, that kind of stuff. But here the whole time I'm thinking, you know, they didn't hear the baby's heartbeat. Something's bad wrong, you know. So we get to the hospital at our appointment time, and I'm supposed to be there like a few minutes early. And so we get there, my husband and I, and as we're walking into the hospital, there was a big feather laying on the sidewalk as I was walking into the hospital. And I was like, oh, I took a picture of it with my phone, and it was just like, okay, you know, that it was like a sign to me from my dad that everything was going to be okay, you know. And it was. We got in there, did the ultrasound, boom, 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 boom. You could hear the heartbeat. And I still have the video of that on my phone. But yeah, the best sound ever when you're scared that something's wrong, you know. But I found that feather, and that just meant a lot to me. And back to the palette painting idea, I saw that, and I was like, okay, I think that's what I want to do. It was just perfect, you know. So yeah, we still find random feathers here or there, and we'll always message or call one of the other siblings and be like, oh, I found a feather today. Daddy's near, you know. So just something sweet. But I think it'll be a pretty palette when it's finished. So I'll be sure to show you guys when it's done. Like I said, that won't be till towards the end of the month. I can't remember the exact date. But yeah, that'll be super fun. Those are always fun to do anyway. I've never actually been to a palette painting party, but with the group of girls that's going to be there, that, you know, we're going to have a blast. I can already tell you that right now. We're going to have way too much fun. Way too much fun. I saw several other ideas that I thought about and kind of wanted, like silly little like things like coffee first, then I do the things, you know. Saw another cute one that said memories are made around the kitchen table or something like that. I can't remember. But yeah, lots of cute ideas. Like I said, I've never done one, but I think that they really come like pre-ready, like they're already like stenciled in or whatever, and all you have to do is paint it. I hope. Otherwise, I might be in trouble. Because I'm not crafty. That's why this is my kind of craft, because it takes like 0 brain cells almost to do diamond painting. Don't have to think about anything. All you do is sit and do this. That's why my name on this channel is the Uncrafty Crafter, because I'm not a crafty person. I like to be crafty, but I'm not crafty per se. So doing these kind of crafts, that's why I say I'm an uncrafty girl living in a crafty world. That's me. I like to do these kinds of crafts, color. You have to go back to my very first WIP and Chat, where I talk about the story of learning how to knit and crochet, and the gift that I gave to a friend of ours that has 1 foot. So, yeah, that was a funny story. If you've missed my WIP and Chats, this is your first one here that you're watching now. I'll put a little link up here in the eye, the little information section that runs across the top right corner right here. And you can check out my other WIP and Chats. But yeah, the first one talks about when my mom taught me how to knit and how to crochet, and how I made 1 sock and didn't make the other sock, and how I gifted a sock, the 1 sock, to a man who had 1 foot. It was funny. I know it probably doesn't sound funny, but it was funny. Like I said in that video, he totally understood my sense of humor, and he knew that it was made with love. And I'm like, dude, you're the only guy that I know that's got 1 foot, and I only got 1 sock that's homemade, so if you want it, it's yours. And we laughed and laughed and laughed. It was funny. Funny, funny, funny. Oh, honey, honey. Da, 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 da. Oh, honey, honey. Make a mess every time I close my boxes up. Pour my drills in, and they just pshh. Let's see, what color do I want to do next? I think I'll do that green X that's right through here. Okay, you get to see this funky trash. I keep putting it back in here because this is hilarious. Hold on, let me pull this one out so you can see. I don't know if there's any more in there. I don't see any more. Let me shake this trash out so you can see this. Do you see that? Oh, my big old plug. There's a big chunk right here. And then there's this piece here. And then there's this right here that's like, can you see this? There's like 2 drills that are stuck together by a piece of plastic. Yeah. I don't know what's up with this color. I've not ran into any other of the colors in this kit that had issues like this, but daggone. Whatever little assembly line these green drills came off of needs some major quality control. Maybe the dude that was working that line fell asleep or something. I don't know, but so funny. Could you imagine? I don't know how the process of that goes with, like, making these drills. But, sheesh. Might have to YouTube that. I wonder if you can, like, Google that and find out, like, see a video of them actually making drills and how they're packaged, and that would be kind of interesting, I think. I don't know. Might be able to appreciate more after seeing something like that. And not be so angry when we get trashy drills, huh? I was thinking about the diamond painting or the palette painting party the other day. I was like, whenever I was looking for different things on Pinterest and on Google and stuff for ideas, I came across some different things and I was like, oh, I'd love that as a diamond painting. Oh, I'd like to make that into a diamond painting. Oh, I think I would like that as a diamond painting. And I was like, oh my Lord. Like, I catch myself going places. Like, I was at my sister's house the other day and she had this pillow. It's been a while back that I was over there, but she had this pillow sitting there on her chair and I was like, ooh, I want to diamond paint that pillow because it had a pretty, like, what was on? I think it was like a bird. It was a real pretty little pillow. And I was like, oh, I'd love to do that as a diamond painting. Like, diamond paint that actual pillow. Like, throw some adhesive on that bird and let me lay some color down on it. Oh, that is a trashy drill. It's got some boogery bits on two sides. But yeah, I was like, I would love to diamond paint that pillow. I just want to diamond paint everything. I saw a pretty sky the other day. You know how that certain time of the day when the sun's setting and it gets like that pink and purple and orangey, I call it cotton candy sky. It was like that. And I was like, oh, that would be such a pretty diamond painting. Oh, everything would be a pretty diamond painting. That's when you know you're obsessed and addicted to diamond painting. Like, I remember years and years ago when I was little and I played, oh shoot, what was that called on, was it Dr. Mario? Was it Dr. Mario? Is that the name of it? It was the one that was like Tetris, but it was with pills. Like, you had to get the different pills together. But it was just like Tetris. I felt like it was called Dr. Mario. Leave a comment in the comment section if that's not the right name. But I'm sure if you remember what I'm talking about. Yeah, it was just like Tetris. The little pills would drop down and you'd have to, like, line them up the right way. And whenever I played that, like, I played it so much that I would, like, literally, like, could close my eyes and play it in my head. You know what I mean? Like, or at night when I'd go to bed, I would, like, dream about it. And, oh, my Lord. I'm like, okay, I'm officially obsessed with that game. For sure, for sure. I think that was on a Nintendo 64. Gosh, it's been so long ago. Last week, I was talking about my chicken, or not my chickens, they're my neighbor's chickens. But I was talking about the chickens last week. And you guys, I'm telling you what, they were so good at first. Like, they never bothered, like, coming up on the porch or the patio. I mean, every once in a while, but not very often. And now, it's like constant. They won't stay off the patio. The only time they'll stay off the patio is if the dogs are out there. But I can't leave the dogs out 24, well, they're not out 24/7. The chickens aren't, but I can't leave the dogs out all day, you know. So, I don't know. I don't want to have a conversation with the neighbor because I don't know what he would do anyway. I mean, kind of hard to have chickens and keep them put up, but at the same time, you can't really just let your chickens out and let them run all over the neighborhood and poop and pee all over people's property, you know. And that's what they're doing. They're making a mess on the patio. And I'm not happy about it. I don't like that. Especially since I just had power washed the patio last week. And now there's chicken dew everywhere. It's not one thing, it's 10 more, right? That's how I feel anyway. But they are so stinking cute to watch. Like, is it worth letting them potty everywhere? Not really, I don't think. It's kind of gross. But my husband don't like it at all. He's ticked off. He's all like not a happy camper about it. And I don't blame him, you know, but they're just so cute to watch. This kit is working up pretty quick. With it being square, I figured it would take longer, but I'll have this one done pretty soon. Which is exciting. I love being able to post or upload post review videos. Those are so fun. I like having that sense of accomplishment when you get one done, you know? And you're like, yay, another one done. Feels good when you get one done and you can start another one, you know? It's fun, fun, fun. I like it. And I am enjoying this square one a lot. The colors are fun. It's just been fun to work on. Y'all, do you like squares? Or are you like, no squares allowed? No squares allowed. I like the squares. I like rounds too, though. I like them both. I guess it just depends on my mood. Like, for instance, like I said earlier, I'd done so many rounds that I was like really craving a square. So, felt good to pull this one out and start working on it. Yeah. I'll have to get rid of that big honking piece of trash. I know that. I kept saving it in my little box until I did this whip and chat because I wanted to show it to you all. I'm gonna hang on to that so I can show everybody. It's so funny. I just did my what do you call it? Post review of the Tulip Fairy, the Star Ore one. Is that okay? I was making sure that was the right symbol. And I was showing in the video the trash for that one, and there was like this little chunky white piece. It looked like a little tiny miniature fairy fingernail is what I said in the video. I was like, did the little tulip fairy lose a fingernail? It was cute though. That one turned out really good. I was pleased with that one. I can hear my husband's alarm clock going off. Can you hear that? Yep. So I usually do my whip and chats late. Late when after everybody goes to bed. And that's when I can get a little bit of peace and quiet throughout the house and film the whip and chats. And so I was busy doing a lot of other things tonight and didn't get started on my whip and chat till super late, and he's going in work early today, so yeah, his alarm's going off. But if I know him, that alarm clock will be going off for about an hour before he actually gets up. Could be wrong. Might surprise me and get up here in a minute, but highly doubtful. He likes to hit that snooze button. Can't blame him. I mean, I wouldn't want to get up either. Plus, he was up late. He didn't go to bed early enough. So, there's that. He's one of those that can just kind of handle going on 5-6 hours of sleep, like consistently. And I'm like, I can't do that. Mama needs her 8 hours. I don't usually get my 8 hours, but I need my 8 hours. Like if I were to just go to sleep and then wake up by my own internal alarm clock, it would be right at 8 hours. Like that's exactly like I wake up. If nobody wakes me up, I wake up and it's right at 8 hours. That's like, I'm like, okay, I'm ready to get up now. I need my beauty sleep. Oh, these are coming together pretty awesome. Not having any popping drill issues as of yet. Oh, like that one up there is kind of popped up. And that one is too. But it could be because I've just not laid them down perfectly. Because I tend to get in a hurry and just pop, 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 pop. And then after I finish a section, I'll go through and roll it with my handy dandy roller like this. It's super squeaky though. Ugh, God, I hate that noise. Yeah, I need to like WD-40 that or something. I don't know if that would even work with that, but it needs help. That squeaky noise is enough to, ugh. It's like nails on a chalkboard. Can't deal with that. No, sir. Yeah, I'm really enjoying the colors in this kit. Can't wait for you to see the unboxing of this one. Like I said, keep your eyes open. That'll be headed out next week. Fun, fun, fun. Let me see. Plugging along here. There was something, still hear his alarm clock going off. Oh, that man. I can't, I'm like, I don't use it. He uses a regular alarm clock instead of his phone alarm clock, but I use the alarm clock on my phone. And, but I'm one of those that's like, like, how whenever you scroll on your clock on your phone, it'll have like 12, 12:30, 1:30, 2, 2:30, 3, 3:30. And so whenever I'm setting the alarm on my phone, I've got all these random times. Like, I'll have like 7, 7:15, 7:30, 7:45, 8, 8:15, 8:30, 8:45, 9, like in 15-minute increments. And I'm literally like, when I'm setting the alarms on my phone before I go to bed, I'm like clicking all these like 2 hours worth of alarms to go off on my phone, and then when it starts going off in the morning, I'm like, hit the stop button, stop, instead of snooze. And then I get myself in trouble because I always hit that stop button instead of the snooze button. So yeah, you kind of gotta watch that, especially when school starts back up. Which usually, my husband's always gets me up before he leaves for work, and then I get a few minutes to myself in the morning, have my coffee, just get good and woke up before I have to get the boy up to get him ready for school. So, but if he goes into work early and I have to wake myself up, I always like accidentally hit the stop button instead of the snooze button. And when I do that, it just turns the alarm off and it won't go back off again. So, yeah, nothing like rushing around trying to find tennis shoes and backpacks and lunch boxes whenever you're, I don't really need to pour that out. I got just a few that I need. But yeah, nothing like running around like a chicken with your head cut off in the mornings so you can get the kid to catch the bus so you don't have to drag out in your house shoes and pajamas to take them to school. Yeah, that's not good. And we've been out of school for so long now that when school does start back, that's going to be rough on all of us because, my son and I both have like our days and nights mixed up, and the baby's kind of on that schedule too. So, that's rough. whenever August rolls around and it's time to go back to school, I pray that they get to go back to school, depending on what's going on worldwide. But yeah, it'll be a rough few weeks to start out. Everybody will be dragging like, oh my God. 6:30 in the morning ain't no fun at all. Let's see, the letter A. When do your guys' kids start school back? Our kids go back August. I haven't seen an official date, but it's usually the very first few days in August, like 1st, 2nd, 3rd of August. That's when they usually go back. But yeah, I haven't heard of anything lately as far as when they're going to go back this fall. We will see. It'll be kind of nice though to get back on like a normal schedule, because since the whole COVID thing, it's like there's been no schedule. You know what I mean? For us anyway. And I know that a lot of other people feel that way too. It's like we've been on a very, very, very long vacation, like spring break or summer break, like spring break, but you can't go nowhere, you know? It's like, oh, have an extra long spring break, but you have to stay home. You can't go anywhere or let your kids get out and go anywhere. Awesome. Oh, your mama's feeling me. Rough stuff, right? Rough stuff. Ooh, that one got way off track. You remember last week I was talking about Jolie and her, my baby, and her chewing on the dog's toys? She's still fighting with Poppy over Poppy's own dog toys. And I'm like, girl, that's just gross. And I take it away from her and I put it up. And then the dog finds it. And then the dog puts it in the floor where the baby can get to it. And I'm like, you're not helping, Poppy. You're making matters worse. So yeah, I know Poppy's just trying to be helpful, but she's just making matters worse. I'm like, you don't have to offer the baby the toy. That's not the baby's toy anyway. That's your toy. So quit giving it to the baby. Okay, guys, I'm going to end it here. So hope that everybody has a great rest of the day. Hope you have an excellent weekend. Stay safe. Have a happy Father's Day weekend with your family. But yeah, make sure to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe on your way out the door. And if you do subscribe, make sure to hit the notification bell to be notified when I upload another video. And until the next time, I will see you guys soon. Bye.